Adam Silver, commissioner of the NBA, finally admitting that even right now, the vaccine mandates in New York City don't make sense. Kyrie Irving continues to miss games because of the vaccine mandate. Meanwhile, and I pointed this out whenever the season was tipping off, and this was a big topic, a visiting player coming into the city can be unvaxxed and play, but Kyrie Irving cannot because his main residence is there. That makes zero sense for as much as these guys travel and play. And now you have the commissioner finally, at the end of February, stepping up and saying something.
What took so long?
Well,
I don't understand.
They're the last to say anything.
Look, you can have an opinion on something. It can be in line with most of the media or none of the media or very few of the media or whatever. But you can also, take in things as they happen and evolve your opinion. And I don't think it took till, mid-February to understand that these make no sense. What's going on in LA makes no sense. What's going on in New York City makes no sense. But is it the business of it now affecting him that gets him to wise up and actually question, hey, let's look around a little bit and see, hey, maybe this doesn't make any sense. What I once believed isn't true, and I can admit that now because I'm smart and I have a brain and I can change my opinion on things. Did it just now occur to him about that?
It's been going on
Paul,
all year.
you're a New Yorker. What do you think?
A visiting player can play at the Barclays Center, but the home player cannot.
Yeah, it's completely inconsistent. It doesn't make much sense. But to me, it fits right in with the league. I mean, I know it's an outside thing that goes on with the league, but here you have a gigantic trade in the league from a guy who doesn't want to play for a guy who doesn't want to play. Oh, we'll swap teams, and now we'll see if they want to play. Does Ben Simmons want to take a crucial shot for the Nets when he wouldn't do it for Philadelphia? Does James Harden want to get the playing weight in Philadelphia and do more? I mean, it's weird, the things that are intriguing in this league. So the Kyrie Irving thing almost took like some of the thing. Hey, here's somebody else to blame. New York City is making stupid things and taking some of the heat off the actual NBA thing, where guys not wanting to play is now New York's fault because the guy can't get in the building because of a mandate that doesn't make sense. Took some of the heat off. If they straighten that whole thing out and let Kyrie Irving back in the building, then the focus goes back on guys who don't want to play.
There's a new mayor
who are allowed
now.
in the building.
New mayor who inherited this ordinance. I mean, it's just dumb.
Well, I think it's all turned. I mean, look, you can open your two eyes and watch the Super Bowl and see that it turned in that stadium where there's an indoor mandate for masks and no one wore a mask at that game. And
it's an outdoor stadium.
I saw media members wearing a mask at the media party that was also outdoor, and then they're unmasked in the stadium. It's ridiculous.
It doesn't make any sense, and it is an indoor stadium. Where they were, and especially in the suites. There's an indoor mandate in LA County, and no one cares. And also,
nor should they.
In the beginning of all this, people would be bashing everyone there without a mask, and that's gone away.
Yep.
So I think that this is one of those instances where silence is deafening, right? The fact that you're not hearing from media on this is the media telling you, okay, you're right, stupid. Mask mandates, stupid. Vaccine mandates, probably overblown. We get it. We don't want to hear any more about it. And then it goes away eventually. If Adam Silver's saying it, if we're watching a Super Bowl in L.A. with all of their protocols going on and not a single Hollywood person, no one there is in a mask.
Well, this is no coincidence.
I thought this like 6 months ago, too, that we're like, okay, we're close to the finish line now. All of the silliness is going to go away. The hypocrisy is going to go away. And it came back.
And Paul,
so it can always come back.
The mask mandate, too, in L.A. was ending the next day.
Well, not in L.A., in California. L.A. County, it continues. In California,
this goes back. I think Super Bowl Sunday, everyone's noticing the optics of this. This goes back to that meeting that they had. It was the Monday or Tuesday of the divisional round, where the report had come out the Thursday or Wednesday prior that the NFL had approached the Cowboys about being the alternate venue and that they were going to meet with representatives of both the Rams and the Chargers, because technically both teams are hosting the game. They were going to meet with mayor and other politicians, the mayor and other politicians, and the NFL would also be represented. They were going to meet early the following week. And we never heard any details of that meeting. But we see whatever was agreed to on the screen at the Super Bowl, which was, this is how it's going to be. And that's how it was. I don't see any other way that you could read into the meeting. The meeting took place.
I think
that there was no story that came out that said, you know what, definitively, we're going to be at SoFi.
Well, and there was probably not a push, but at least a spoken understanding that you're not going to have mask police walking around telling people to put a mask on. Everyone can know about the mask mandate in the city, but it's kind of a wink, wink, hush, hush. No one cares. I'll say, we just came back from LA. There were places I entered that would require a vaccine card or a photo of one a few times, not that often. One time someone told me to put a mask on. One time at a Starbucks, funny enough, in our hotel. The only time, and actually the lady in front of me, they got her and said, ma'am, you need to put your mask on. So then I put mine on. I was next in line.
And everyone knows it's going away.
But that was it. I mean, even in Los Angeles, you know, as a liberal a place you could think of or whatever, that's it. That's all I saw. Uber drivers, you get in the car and say, you can take your mask off. Happened multiple times.